Hey, what's up you guys? It's EzzyLoves, and today we're going to do a look on the Amrezy palette. And here are the colors. They're so beautiful. So let's get started. So I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. And this is also the e.l.f. lip brush as well. And with this brush, I'm just going to lightly brush it over my eyelids. And then with my ring finger, I'm going to gently rub it in to wherever I think I'm going to put any eyeshadow. And make sure to always do it with your ring finger because it's one of the weakest fingers, so it won't like damage or hurt your eye at all. It's just a little trick to do. Next, I'm going into the Morphe E24 and into the color BK from the palette, and I'm going to be putting into my crease and going down into the corner of my eye, making like the letter C, and just kind of lightly putting in there. And then I'm going to be grabbing my Luxie 250 large eye blending brush, and I'm going to be going into circles, and I'm holding it at the end so that I get the best kind of like lightness to be able to blend it better. And I'm going to just blend and blend and blend the best I can until I get to the end of the result that I want it to look like. And like I said, I'm just going back and forth between those two brushes and going back into the color BK just to get that look that I really do want. And it does take a while since it is blending and trying to achieve the goal that you want it to look like. It might take a long time. It did take me a long time to do this look. Next, I'm going into my Beauty by Bianca X-Do color brush and going into Wasted. And then I'm going to lightly put it onto wherever I didn't put the black, but kind of putting it somewhat on black so that it kind of blends in better. After I'm happy with that look, I go into the Morphe M522 and I go into the Breezy pink, hot pink color, and I just kind of just like pat it onto the lid as much as I can, but not too hard, and then I will keep going in until I get the desired look that I want it to look like. Now I'm going into the Morphe E27. And I'm using this brush just to kind of help out my makeup to blend a little bit more, not to have it so harsh, because the any blacks that you use can be really harsh on your eye. And so the next one I'm going to be using is the M557, and it's also to help it blend more, just to keep anything not so harsh, I guess. I know I said it a couple times. This next color is the glitter pink shade called Barb, and I'm only putting it onto the pink. Next, I'm using my e.l.f. makeup remover wipes, and they smell amazing, just to get any fallout that I have away, because you don't want to blend that into your makeup. Now I'm using the Vitamin C Beauty Oil, and I'm just rubbing that. Well, I'm placing it over my skin, and then I'm going to rub it in. It's for anti-aging benefits for bright, youthful skin. I love it. Ever since I got it, I feel like my makeup has been better. And now I'm using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer in sheer, universal sheer, and I'm just putting in random spots. And just so you know that a little bit does go a long way. I've had it for almost a whole year now, and I basically still brand new. I'm using the CoverGirl True Blend Liquid Makeup in the shade Classic Ivory, which is the L2. And I have my little e.l.f. blender, and it's all funky looking because I had one of those little water things that I just showed to get it not dry, I guess. And yeah, so it made it look all funky, but it's still better than the beauty blender because that one was absolutely awful. But this one, I actually realized that it does make my foundation look really nice, so I think I'm just gonna stick with e.l.f. Next, I'm using the Becca Set and Refresh powder and using this gray, whatever it's called. It's from Walmart, and I just gently put it all over in the places that you'll see. I put it mostly under my eyes just because it does feel really cold when you put it on, so especially if you put it on in the morning, it'll kind of just wake you up. And then right here, I'm just putting it in those areas because I want it to be a little bit brighter because I'm not planning on contouring in this video, so I just wanted a little bit brightness from the powder. Next, I'm getting this big puffy brush from Beauty by Bianca X Doe Color, and I'm already taking it off. I only had it for about maybe 5 minutes, if that, because I just didn't really want to bake. And now I'm getting this Moda slanted brush and the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula in 6676, and lightly bronzing my face. Well, it should have been lighter, but I did too dark. And since it is too dark, I'm going to be using my Morphe E46 and going into my Lorac palette to fix my darkness. So I'm just going into the two lightest colors other than the highlighter that is in there, and I'm just going over it a little bit, over where I did the bronzer, so it's not so dark. And now I'm using my Beauty by Bianca X Doe Color big fluffy brush, going into those same two colors just to do my forehead, just because it is bigger space. And now I'm going into my Anastasia, what is this, Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the color, in the shade Chocolate. And yeah, just do my brows, you know, the whole thing. Yeah. And if you guys have any ideas or recommendations, constructive criticism on how to do my brows better, please let me know, because I'm always thinking that my brows look weird. But I mean, if you guys think they look good, please let me know, because I'm kind of self-conscious about them, honestly. Now I'm getting my e.l.f. highlighter in white gold, and I don't know this brush, I don't have it with me right now, but I did like this highlighter. I think you just have to really get the top layer off, and it'll be so beautiful. It just took a little bit of time, that's why you see me putting a lot on. It's because I've been trying to get that top layer off just to be able to really get it on better. But it does really look really amazing, especially when you're blending. And I wanted to just do a little tip for highlighting, just so you don't look so sweaty. Just make sure to put it on where the light naturally hits your face. It's just a little tip that I learned from an actual makeup artist on YouTube.
So for these next few brushes, I used the Beauty by Bianca X Doe Color brushes, and I do believe I used the Morphe E17 to do my under my eyebrow highlight when I was done. So under my eyes, I used those Beauty by Bianca brushes, and I went in with, I believe it was the Wasted. So I went in with the BK right here, and then I did Wasted more in the middle, and then I think I used the Barb again as well, just to give it more of that shine, just to keep up with the whole color scheme. Okay, so for my eyelashes, I decided not to do any fake lashes just because it takes a lot of time, and I didn't have a lot of time this day. But I did use my Tarte Big Ego eyelash mascara. Sorry, you guys. I just hate the way I do my eyelashes. It looks so weird to me. Yeah, I like this one because of the wand. I feel like it gives you such a big effect of as if you had fake lashes without actually wearing them, and just being more natural. Please comment, like, subscribe, and let me know if you guys like this video and anything to improve on. I hope you guys have a good day. Thanks.